Hey everybody, welcome to our readings for February 5th. I am having technical difficulties with this angle. I do not like it. I just sit. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Let me see. I was on the floor before, but sorry, guys. No. Alright, we're just gonna go with this for now. It's the exact same spot I was just in, and I got up on the couch and I just got right back down. Anyway, okay, we're here, February 5th. Let's start with the language of letting go today. Usually I start off with the Just for Today by Narcotics Anonymous, but I'm feeling like being a little different today. So we're gonna start off with this one, and we're gonna start off with February 5th. Financial responsibility. Oh boy. We are responsible for ourselves financially. What a frightening grown-up thought that is for many of us. Taking responsibility for money and our financial affairs. For many of us, handing over responsibility for our financial affairs has been part of a codependent trade-off in our relationships. Some of our emotional dependency on others, on this tight tie that binds us to others, not in love, but in need and desperation, is directly related to financial dependency. Our fears and reluctance to take responsibility for our financial affairs can be a barrier to the freedom we're seeking in recovery. Financial responsibility is an attitude. Money goes out to pay for necessities and luxuries. Money must come in order to go out. How much needs to come in to equal what's going out? Taxes, savings plans, appropriate spending habits that demonstrate an attitude of financial responsibility. Part of being alive means learning to handle money. Even if we have a healthy contract with someone that allows us to depend on him or her for money, we still need to understand how money works. We still need to adopt an attitude of financial responsibility for ourselves. Even if we have a contract with someone else to provide for our financial needs, we need to understand the workings of money earned and spent in life. Self-esteem will increase when we increase our sense of being financially responsible for ourselves. We can start where we are and with what we have today. God, help me become willing to let go of my fears and reluctance to face the necessary parts of handling money responsibly in my life. Show me the lessons I need to learn about money. This is really important. I never really hear these readings talk about finances, and that's absolutely a huge part of life. It's absolutely a huge part of rebuilding yourself in recovery. As far as financially responsible, no, I'm sorry. As far as financially independent, that has always been me since jump 16. I had my own job. I've always worked. I've always supported myself. The problem comes with my significant others, who was always a step below me with finances. It was always me being the main breadwinner, and that got old real quick. Which would lead to me like burning out my credit and killing my credit at a young age, which led to like not being able to be approved for anything, and just a huge mess with that. But in the reading where it says that as you become financially stable and secure and responsible, it boosts your self-esteem so much. Like, I could attest to that. As soon as I got out of my last relationship, which I have been out of now for about 2 years, which is so crazy to me because it feels like I just broke up with her like 2 months ago. Not even, but anyways, yeah, it's been 2 years. In those 2 years, I have made it a point to build my credit, save money, and budget better. And it's just it's such a freedom like that I've never known. Even though I've always been financially independent, I've never been stable. I've always had money, but I was just blowing it left and right. Like, there was nothing allocated for emergency, car repair. There was nothing like that. And I have all that allocated now. I also am working currently on my credit score, which is about 660 now. So not the best, but better than I was. I used to be at like 450. So we're getting there little by little, and I'm so proud of myself and really, really grateful. So I can totally attest to that self-esteem jump. And it's just small little steps. It's nothing like, don't let it like overwhelm you. It's small little tiny things that you can do, and pretty soon you're like, oh wow, my credit score jumped 27 points. My credit score jumped 21, whatever. So yeah, let's work on our finances in 2022. I'm trying to buy a house next year, so let's see how that goes. I don't know. Okay, so now we're gonna jump over to Just for Today by Narcotics Anonymous. Bam, pull it out if you have the book. Read along with me. We are on page 37, February 5th. Keep coming back. Remember how scared we were when we walked into our first NA meeting? Even if we walked in with a friend, most of us recall how difficult it was to attend that first meeting. What was it that kept us coming back? Most of us have grateful memories of the welcome we were given and how comfortable that made us feel. When we raised our hand as a newcomer, we opened the door for other members to approach and welcome us. Sometimes the difference between those addicts who walk... Excuse me, I just had a smoothie. Sorry for that. Sometimes the difference between those addicts who walk back out the door of their first meeting never to return to NA and the addicts who stay to seek recovery is the simple hug of an NA member. When we have been clean a while, it's easy to step back from the procession of newcomers. After all, we've seen so many people come and go. But members with some clean time can make the difference between the addict who doesn't return and the addict who keeps coming back. By offering our phone numbers, a hug, or just a warm welcome, we extend the hand of Narcotics Anonymous to the addict who still suffers. Just for today, I will remember the welcome that I was given when I first came to NA. Today, I will express my gratitude by offering a hug to a newcomer. All right, I have a few things to say about this reading. And it may be a little bit like the unpopular opinion, but hey, I'm keeping it real and I'm here to be honest and share my honest feelings. And I welcome you guys to do the same down below. I don't recall my very first NA meeting, but I do recall when I walked in and I was like hugged. I don't know that it made me feel comfortable. I'm just being honest. I didn't know what to expect, and I thought that was a little, like, I think it made me more scared. I don't know. Am I a weirdo? Like, let me know down below. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful at all. Once I got the concept of that's what they do there and that's their way of welcoming you, I actually enjoyed it after that. But I'm talking about my very first meeting when I walked in there and I didn't want anybody to look at me or notice me. I just wanted to like skate in there and see what it was about. And then I got all this attention, people hugging me. Like it kind of was like a little bit overwhelming, if I'm telling the truth. So, also, I mean, not knocking anybody who does that. I do believe that can make the difference between whether someone stays or goes. Definitely they want to feel welcomed. But I don't think that is the deciding factor whether somebody stays or goes. You can lay down a red carpet for somebody at their first NA meeting. If they don't want to stay clean and continue coming to the meetings, they're not gonna. Everybody in the room could give them a hug. Everybody in the room could give them a ride and a phone number if they don't want to stay clean. And you know, all my attempts before this one, now I've been clean 2 years, any attempt before that, I really didn't want it for myself. It was I had to, or I was expected to by someone else. But I really struggled. I always struggled with like, how I don't want to get clean. Like, it's fun. What am I going to do? Not get, like, it was all these questions. And now, within these last 2 years, where I've made the deciding factor, I want to get clean. I am done. I don't want to do it anymore. it's night and day. It's such a difference. And I always heard that in the past, like, oh, nobody can make you be clean if you don't really want it for yourself, or once you really want it, it's like the greatest thing in life. I never understood those concepts until this time around because I'm living it. Like, I want it. I really want it. And the life that I'm living now, I'm so grateful for. And I almost don't want to say that because when I was a newcomer and didn't want to be there and was mad I had to be there, people who would say that, I would look at them like, shut up. Like, that used to make me so mad when people would say that. But being the person on the other end now, it's so clear. And so yeah, you have to want it. You have to need it, and you have to crave it and want it. And if you don't, no amount of welcoming is gonna make the decision of whether someone comes back or leaves. So I really think that's unfair to put on everybody else, like, oh, it can make the difference of who stays or leaves. Although I will give it to them a little bit. If you are wanting it and you go into an NA meeting and you're not welcomed, yeah, I can see that difference. Like, yeah, absolutely, being welcomed is gonna help, but it's not gonna make or break whether that person comes back. I don't agree with that. Let me know what you guys think down below. All right, while you are typing, we are going to jump over to my little book of 365 Days of Kindness. And we are on February 5th. Joy, stop scratching the couch. You're not supposed to do that. All right, and we're missing 4th and 5th. I don't know why my book is missing 4th and 5th. So, like I did for the February 4th reading, I'm just gonna randomly grab a reading from January. Actually, we'll go to the 5th of January. Okay. So, the title of this reading is You and the Camels. I hate that I'm only like ahead here, but we're gonna figure this out for next time. Like, the way my iPad is, it's just, I can't do it any other way. All right, guys, here we go. You and the Camels. After she had given him a drink, she said, I'll draw water for your camels too, until they have had enough to drink. So she quickly emptied her jar into the trough, ran back to the well to draw more water, and drew enough for all his camels. And this is in Genesis chapter 24, verse 19 and 20. Okay? When Rebekah journeyed to the well to draw water, she would have never known that day was about to change her life. Abraham's servant was sent to find a wife for Isaac, and he prayed that he would be shown who was right for Isaac from a simple act of kindness. Not only did Rebekah give the servant a drink, she also offered water for the camels. This kindness came from her heart, not because she knew it would lead to anything greater. Let kindness be your first intention, whether you reap an immediate reward or not. Today's act of kindness is thank your garbage collector. So, that's our task today, guys. Thank your garbage collector. I absolutely love that reading. And yeah, you would think it would be like, by the way, I just found February 4th and 5th. If this is any indicator of like how my day is gonna go, we're not off to a good start. Yeah, so anyway, not to toot my own horn, and this is gonna sound like conceited, and I don't mean it to at all. Like, I always am thinking of some way to be kind to someone or do something nice for someone. Like, I literally enjoy to see their happiness or their gratefulness. That makes me so happy. But hello, we all know of that person who is like, well, what's in it for me? You know, don't be that person. Don't be that person. So yeah, let kindness come easy to you guys today. Thank your garbage collector. And guys, have a great February 5th. I will see you again, same place tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.